Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk about Cecily Bauchmann for just a couple of seconds. I realize that a lot of y'all aren't super interested in her kind of missteps and being dumb on social media, but this really sent me. She literally is making content again out of someone losing their life in her family. So we're going to go over what's going on and why this is the second time, because she did this back in the spring. But we're going to talk for a few minutes, so if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so this photo right here is going viral, and it's showing Cecily packing up suitcases. And she jumped on a flight to San Diego 2 days early to be with family and Sam's grandpa. His grandma passed away, so obviously that's why she wants to be there for the grandpa. I've acknowledged this in other videos, and I realize that grief is a really layered and complex topic. Sometimes we do things that are out of character that we wouldn't usually do, but because this is the second time that she's done this and she has shown that everything is content for her, I personally don't think that this was just, oh, it's one thing that she did and maybe it was a little weird. For me, it confirms that everything is content for Cecily. Everything is, let's make sure that we have clips of this that can go on TikTok and Instagram. And I realize that for her husband, this is probably not what he was thinking, but put yourselves in the shoes of your partner, your spouse, your significant other. You tell them, my grandma died, and they immediately start packing and have their phone on a mount so that the phone can capture what they're doing. Instead of being really present in the moment, being there for your spouse and your children and making sure that things are running smoothly, you need to get out your tripod so that you can mount your phone and make content out of the packing. That is just weirdo behavior, and that might be some form of normalcy in a lot of these influencers' homes, but it shows the lack of self-awareness. It shows the lack of discipline to be able to say, you know what, this would get my channel a lot of views, but instead of exploiting somebody that just died and I'm attending their funeral, I'm going to be present and not have my phone in my hand and not be putting it on the tripod and not making sure that I have the right angle so that what I'm doing isn't out of frame. For me, it's just a really weird frame of mind to go through life in. And like I said, maybe it's normal to some people, but I think that it's very weird. And if you're wondering the other time that she did this, it was back in April 29th. Back on April 29th, she posted a video and the caption said, "Just felt like a FaceTime call with you, filling you in." This is another one of those manipulative things that influencers do. They want to say, oh, I'm just trauma dumping on you and it feels like a FaceTime call. I love y'all so much. I adore you guys. And it's just a ploy, in my opinion, to get sympathy and positive comments and get people to feel bad for you. And it is really sad. Like, I've gone through my fair share of loss and different levels of grief in my life. Some of it happened when I'm on YouTube. Not once have I thought, let me make this a vlog. This is something that has to do with the end of life. Let me go ahead and turn the camera on so that I can post it on the internet. It's just very bizarre, and it might be a really unpopular thing for me to say, but it's how I feel. I think this is weird. I think we're in a weird stage of influencer culture, and I will be glad when it's over and we can look back at these influencers and say, yeah, what they did was really shitty. It was really bizarre, and they're, old news at that point. I guess for me, there is a certain level of power with being able to differentiate between, okay, this can be content, but this is a little distasteful and makes me not look very good. It makes me look like I'll use anything and anyone for content. Being able to tell the difference between those two. And I'm not saying that, people shouldn't be sharing their emotions when it comes to the grieving process, but to claim that you're hopping on this plane and it's 2 days early, someone just died. For me, putting a phone on a tripod is a very bizarre choice. And hey, like I always say, if you're putting it on the internet, we're all allowed to have opinions and observations about said content. And yeah, people were upset with this for a very good reason, but I thought I would bring it to y'all. How do you feel? How do you feel about all of this? Am I wrong? Am I right? Do you really not care? Sound off down below. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like in the comments. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.